about that later.
You just wanted to hope to get cut off as the recording started. I know how your mind works. Let's
Uh,
play Magic Online!
I'm Planet Walls.
I'm Chris Cool. This is an invasion draft drop. I'm having a really hard time talking tonight.
Well, that's okay. This will be fun. This set has a really hard time expressing itself in its artwork. Let's just take that fact or fiction.
Is
So
that
it's
better
that?
than is that better than Probe?
Oh God. Maybe not. There's also the exotic curse, which is good, but the
Yeah.
exotic curse isn't. I think that fact or fiction or probe
I like
is better
Fact
than
or
exotic
Fiction
curse.
because it's only a blue card.
hmm There's also void, which I actually think is playable, but I would not take it first, given the color commitments and the ambiguity of how good it's going to be at any point.
I can agree. And plus it's not it's symmetrical. So I'm gonna
So
go
I
ahead
feel
and
like
highlight
fact
Fact or
fiction,
Fiction.
yeah, I feel like fact or fiction is good all the time, and probe is good all the time if you have blue and black.
Yeah. There's also the fun idea of just drafting a green mana fix card.
No, I
That's
don't want
always
to do
fun.
that.
Hey,
I
we
agree that
so
that's fun, but
so we did one of these earlier, and we actually just had like a blue white red control deck that looked like a good draft deck in any format. And AJ goes, "This doesn't look like how I remember."
no, our mana base was actually too good. Oh, let's take that tribal flames. Um, there's also a dream thrush, which is playable and hopefully
Yeah,
will last. Sir Spider is actually a first pick in this format. I don't even remember what that guy does. Does that just kill a guy?
5 mana. Yeah, kills a non-black. I like Tribal Flames better than it. I think though. I agree.
I actually forgot that Shivan Emissary existed.
We could take Pincer Spider and hope to get some sweet gay as Skyfolk in the last pack.
I don't. That's not that sweet. I guess it's kind of sweet. I think the Tribal Flames is better than. Let's talk about Shivan Emissary, Tribal Flames, and Pincer Spider.
Okay.
Like,
Because the Emissary is a 5-drop, I think it's the worst of those cards. I mean, there's synergy with gating and such, but
it's really slow.
yeah.
Um,
This is
what
just
else is
not high
there?
enough impact.
What's
There's a
that rare?
Slimy. Well-laid plans. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to a creature by another creature if they share a color.
Oh
Okay, so
God.
we're gonna go with the Tribal Flames. I'm a little sad to pass a Pincer Spider, but I'm okay with taking removal. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bears to kill. Okay, so this pack is interesting to me because of 3 cards.
Okay, so Benalis Trapper.
Yes,
I actually like the Stormscape Apprentice quite a bit, even though it's
yes.
basically the same card as Benalis Trapper.
Especially when we haven't taken a white card yet.
Yeah.
It,
And then Sulam Jin.
ooh, I didn't even see that little fatty. I was thinking about
Okay,
the Pouncer.
that guy's fine. He doesn't super impress me. I
He,
actually like the blue version better, the fairy, or the black version, the Duskwalker.
well, he takes out all of the other snids in combat.
Hmm. I suppose he does. I mean, Snids aren't that stressful. One of the decks we played against earlier today
We don't
had
have time for
3
stories,
C
so we're
Snid.
going to talk about Trappers or Jin, I think.
I think Stormscape Apprentice is better than the Trapper.
You do? It
Maybe
dies
not,
to
because
neg
maybe we're
1.
not playing early blue.
Well, and it dies to um,
Like Breath of
Zap
Darga.
and stuff, yeah. Well,
Samite Archer is good.
is it better than an apprentice? Yeah, it probably is better than an
There's
apprentice.
Soul Burn too, which is like super expensive drain life.
Yeah, we're passing a decent amount of black-red stuff. I kind of like the Archer, probably.
I mean, Stormscape Apprentice is really good. This is why I was trying to argue for that over Benalis Trapper, is that if we end up playing less white, you can drop that guy early,
Yeah,
and like at least you get to drop that body. Plus, it just costs less. But I recognize that it's more situational. Um,
I think that it only really has an impact if we have white, so I'm fine paying 1 more to play this.
that's okay. I mean, it also has a black ability that is
Yeah,
relevant.
I agree. The black ability is very good if you're playing all 3 colors. I like the Archer just because it'll kill all these utility creatures if we have to
I mean,
play against them.
this is my favorite color combo to be in. I like either blue green red or red white blue.
Yeah, I
Um,
like blue-red X because the blue-red cards are so powerful in the 3rd pack.
yeah, you get Jilt and
Yeah. So this is interesting. There's an exotic curse still,
Oh.
but
There's
there's
also, I mean, we could take a generic Spirit Weaver, which is a fine
yeah.
bear. Maniacal Rage is an interesting card that's probably better than I remember it being. More versatile anyway, but I'm not excited about it. There's also
Yeah,
Prohibit.
which we talked about earlier as being probably playable.
That guy's rubbing him and getting a genie to come out of his eyes.
Isn't that the reverse way? Like
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
you're
I
supposed to
don't know.
rub something and the genie comes out of it, but he's rubbing it and a genie's coming out of him. All
Well, do
right,
you want
so
to go for Exotic Curse, or do you want to? Because we might
I
not be playing red
I'm willing to take the more powerful card here.
over the Spirit Weaver.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Notice
Last
how
time
green is
we picked up
pretty.
enough 2-drops in white.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a zap.
There's
Um,
Essence Leak, which is a decent sideboard card.
it's true, but I think that we should talk about taking one of the red cards, even though we just took a black card.
That's fine. So I kind of like how Kavu Runner and Skittish Kavu are in the same cycle.
The uncommon Kavus that hate white-blue cards.
I don't really want a. I don't think 3/3s are very good in this
I see.
format.
I think that Kavu Runner is really good because 3/3s are okay in this format because 2/2s are pretty good. I'm
I mean,
okay with Zap or the Runner. What do you think?
I would rather take the Zap, but
I'd rather
maybe
take the
we go
Runner.
for Runner. You want to go Runner?
Yeah.
I guess this guy's better in a red, white, blue deck because it means that we're playing the blue and white.
Well,
Um,
this is cute. I think the Angel's the best card.
what about the Treeful Keeler? I remember that being good, and obviously it's green.
It's a 5-drop 2/3 that has a activated ability that costs 3 mana.
Yeah, it looks like something from Star Trek. It looks like instead of the crystalline entity, it's just something else getting shot by a phaser.
To me, it
Uh,
looks like a guy from Jabba's palace, like, and everything is just a gigantic plastic suit or like resin suit that he's wearing. I think the Angel's
this
the
card's
best card
better than
though.
Capuchin Unicorn for sure.
Yeah.
There are better cards to kill enchantments than artifacts.
Okay.
So that Banalish thing is playable, and
Yeah. I think it's
uh,
probably better than a hooded Kavu, even though
yeah,
we could not play blue,
yeah, that's true. Or
but
we might just be splashing blue.
yeah.
What's Ether Rift do?
Discard a card.
That
Whoa!
seems highly situational.
Look at the artwork.
Is that Tongarth flying through the area between planes? What's
No,
that
I
called?
think
Like
it's
the
a.
Nether, or is that from Warcraft
I think
mythology?
that this is actually a Minotaur illusionist. I didn't. Okay, phew, I'm like I didn't
Oh,
accidentally
that's weird.
take.
I just looked at who was in this group, Planet Waves, and I thought that was me for a second. I was like, somebody logged in on my account.
So
Do you wanna stretch our arms into black or green, or would you rather just take an opt, which if we're playing heavy blue would probably be in the deck?
I think I just want to cut an opt.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like Urborg Phantasm or Phantom is pretty bad if you're
Yeah,
not playing.
I agree.
Fire Screamer is playable. I had to sadly play that without red once. Hypnotic Cloud is playable, makes me sad. That seems like the best card here.
This enables our exotic curse.
Yeah, and there's Fog. Let's just remember that there is a Fog in white going around.
This,
Baron's Unmaking isn't the worst card
yeah,
ever,
we
but it's
talked about that.
a card.
I actually think that this is the first time that fog was printed in white.
Could be. And look at the art on it. Oh, see you later.
I know.
Um, so Pledge of Loyalty makes something what?
Protection
Don't
from the
care.
colors you control. So it's between the Wings of Hope and the Serpent for me. I kind of
Wings
like a
strikes
fatty.
me as playable than cards that I remember too. I guess it's
Yeah,
probably ordered in when they don't have removal. Let's just take the creature.
this gigantic 6/6 wall.
Yeah, I mean it's like Sea Serpent, right?
Yeah,
Let's take a land.
I'm okay with that.
Or the Tainted Well, which is a cantrip. It's like the worst stone rain ever.
To me, it's that or the Serpent, and I think
I've
I'm okay with
played
the
some of
land.
those serpents.
Stun. You remember playing Adeline Constructed?
I remember it being in a sideboard. of one of my decks. I don't remember which deck.
I just like how awful the guy in the Vice looks.
I mean, maybe maybe it looks like the guy who looked like Chris Metler. Um, Hooded Kavu lapped, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we? Because I feel worse than I did last time we drafted this color combination.
Yeah, well, last time we had a
7
ton
is
of two
really exciting.
drops.
I think we should hide it so that I don't think we have more playable red cards than we
I'm
do.
gonna hide the dose too.
Samite Elder. Creatures you control gain protection from the colors of target permanent you control until end of turn. I don't even
That's.
remember this card,
I
but
think Rushing River is probably just better, or Hobble.
um, but that is that good?
Okay, so this is good if we're not playing against green.
All of them? Is that? I guess in some matchups that's insane. In other times it just is
Yeah,
a 1-2 for 3,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. I mean, it's something that could blow us out, but
Sorry if I was just interrupting you. My headphone cord came out, and I was just thought I was the
okay.
only one talking.
Focus, AJ, focus. So,
Rushing for Slingshot Goblin, Disciple of Kangi, Hobble.
yeah,
What are we
same at
definitely
Elder.
playing?
We've got what, 3 white cards, 4 red cards. We're definitely playing red. That doesn't really help us because I don't think Goblin is what we would take here. I think we take the Hobble or the blue card.
I really like Hobble. Rushing River can be a real blowout sometimes, though, but we don't know for sure if we're playing heavy blue, right?
That to
I
me,
would
just
take Hobble. I mean, Hobble's a removal spell,
I
and
mean,
sometimes
we've got a lot of cracks at bounce, but that card was pretty okay. Well, got this
LOL
luster
Magna Cup.
decision. I think that we take the voice of all because it's a threat over a second
Over another
hobble.
Hobble.
Yeah.
Okay, don't. In none of these packs do I want you to just click on it because I want to look at some of the art, like Shriek of Dread, which is one of the bummers. So you would always see that in your draft because no one would take it early.
Yeah, this just looks like it was based off the movie Pitch Black.
Okay, so there's also like Primal Growth, which is cool. We should watch out for the Gerard's Command. That's actually a highly effective
Yeah.
combat trick. Not the
Gerard's
Primal Growth.
Command is one of the scariest combat.
Magna Gut 3 Folk is impossible to kill.
There's two good
Which is
green
really,
white.
yeah. Um, Hobble is really good. I'm just not sure if it looks good to people because it has so much text on it. It's an aura and it's expensive.
It
Um,
cantrips. People will figure it out. Lava Zombie. This is, I'm pretty sure, one of Travis's favorite pieces of artwork.
yeah, look at that.
The goblin behind the rift really sets it off.
The expression on his face looks like one on Super Meat Boy.
I'm hiding this.
Great, another voice of all.
I
So there's also a Silver Drake.
Yeah, Silver Drake is good, but we have. This is exactly opposite of the other draft. We have no 2 drop. I'm taking the voice of all.
Wait, what about Samite Pilgrim?
I like it, but I'm taking the voice of all.
Hmm. I
I
think Samite Pilgrim is better.
don't.
Okay. I just remember Samite Pilgrim being so insane.
Okay, so
Like, just
what's
win
the
combat.
coolest the coolest common you can open in the next set?
Um, Standard Bearer? I don't
Coalition
know.
Honor Guard.
Well,
But
that's for
basically the
sure.
same thing.
Are you saying that Coalition Honor Guard ruins the Samite Pilgrim player's day? Because what I'm saying is if you have both in play, there's no way for them to win.
I think that we could actually see another pilgrim come around. Excuse me.
I'm still waiting for the Slingshot Goblin
Disciple. Yeah, we had 2
Disciple of
Disciple of
Kangi
Kangi
combo.
and a Slingshot Goblin in our last draft, and it didn't work out.
Like in all honesty, I think that like Silver Drake might be better than Voice of All, second voice. Oh
Oh,
no,
this
I don't. Now that I'm looking, oh my God, Hunting Drake. Okay, look at Hunting Drake. Not the art. Well, yeah, look at the art too. But like
this
this
card,
card,
yeah, very powerful.
its days.
Very
And what I really
powerful.
wish is that we could play that Stormscape familiar.
Another Silver Drake, so annoying. Ugh.
Oh, it's so good with Stormscape familiar. Turn 4, you can just play them both. I mean, because you play the Silver Drake and bounce the Stormscape familiar, and then you have to play it again.
I kind of want to take the Hunting Drake.
Over the Samite Pilgrim? I don't think so.
I
Really?
know we need 2 drops, but
Yeah, we do.
I really want to take it.
No, Samite Pilgrim is nuts.
I know, I
I
know.
would play 3 of them, maybe 4.
We played
Maybe that's
3 standard bearers in one match earlier. I mean, I like this guy too, but I think that the Pilgrim is fine. Sorry, I forgot artwork. Okay, so this pack is a lot less exciting. We can look at this card because I can never figure out why anyone would want to play it except for the
It's
artwork.
foil. Only during combat you may put a non-white creature card from your hand to the battlefield beginning of the next end step, or turn it to your hand. Why does it have to
Non.
be white? I guess you
uh,
can put your Stratodon into play.
yeah,
Stratodon, the bane of all Momir 10
cantrip.
drops.
So this is a 7-drop, 5/5 with trample. I don't think
I
that's
don't
good
care
enough.
about that card. I think Sleeping Potion is better, but I think Pollen Remedy is the card that we're probably going to take.
If this cantripped, we would take it.
Yeah, I mean, we can target it with Samite Pilgrim and use it as a remove. Wait, I don't even know how that
Yeah,
works.
it does work.
Oh, you sacrifice the thing. It's like Ice Cage, right?
Uh,
Only worse.
ooh, okay, so we have an Aurora Griffin and a Bogdown, which is Bogdown is probably tied with the Hornkavu for the best cards in this pack.
Like here, the one problem is I would rather be playing. I would rather be looking at white, red, and blue red cards in my third pack than white, black cards.
That's fair. So I think we can just take a white card and be
Yeah, like I
sad.
want to stay out of black. In other words, even though Aura Griffin,
Is not very
well,
exciting. I mean it's fine, but it pretty much maxes us out on 4-drops. I don't really remember if there are very many 4-drops you want to be playing in the last pack though. I mean there's
I
like some
it's like
uncommons.
living airship.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is. I'm a little Sunscape and Stormscape familiar and Thunderscape familiar. Let's pick our poison. It seems like the blue
More
one is.
toad, more toad.
I've played that guy. I've played that guy plenty of times. Somebody's gonna play Urza's Guilt, and we're gonna be sad.
They just had the warped devotion in the last pack.
I know that was a combo. There was like a tier 3 block deck that
Really?
ran cards.
Yeah, this card should be like 1 mana just to be in flavor of it. Like
Okay,
one Dimir.
so do we want to take Sunscape or Stormscape? Because Sunscape is a 0/3.
Yeah, which is more relevant. I think we take Stormscape though, just because it goes with our deck.
Okay, I mean the other one would let you cast Fact or Fiction for 3, but yeah.
Okay, so there's guard
Yeah.
dogs, everybody's favorite. This just reminds me of that awful Baha Men song.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay, what else? This is pretty bad, even though it looks like a Wrath of God.
yeah, it definitely looks like the Wrath of God that puts spirit tokens into play. What's Hero's Defiance do?
+3/+3 if it's most common. I kind of just want to take
If
a
it's
card.
not the most common, so
Oh,
let's take Sparkcaster because Sparkcaster is
so
there's actually an Infi combo in this block, a 3-card infinite combo with Sparkcaster.
okay, Disciple Lapped and Confound. This pack had Slingshot Goblin, Hobble, Rushing River, despite the Disciple. Did it have anything else? The
Um,
Pilgrim is later.
I'm inclined to take Disciple over Confound. I
I am
think, but
too.
maybe Confound is just better in our deck because I don't know if we had a lower curve, I think
I don't
Confound
really
would be
want to be
better.
playing like these two
Some of those
guys.
guys,
Yeah, those red guys. So
understandable.
wow, command
So
came
even though
around.
Gerard's command, I had a conversation with a guy named Karadas in our last draft where he said that hate drafting was usually wrong, and I think that's right. But in this case, Daring Leap is very unlikely to get into our deck, but Gerard's command scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, I don't want to be playing this, and I don't really know what our deck is doing for its
Yeah,
non-white
if we
color.
open Ether Mutation, we might want to play green.
Well, there's the Daring Leap that we always wanted.
What's Exotic Disease do?
It is not a creature targeting spell.
It's allied strategies, but for black, and by that I mean it's terrible.
I mean, it could be good if it hit a creature, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, I'm not worried about anybody playing that one on the right. I'm not even sure what a snid is.
Wow, this artwork is pretty awesome, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not willing to take this card.
That's okay. Sinister Strength, the scariest card here is Stratodon, the scariest card.
I think probably the strength. There could be some evasion thing that is super sad.
Like the thing about Stratodon is if it's a 5/5 for 5 trample, I still don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
start.
some Axis Vapors. Yep.
I'm gonna hide strength. I'm going to.
I Ward Toad and Axis Vapors.
I don't know. Maybe we're still playing
Hooded
black.
Kavu.
Gonna hide
Yeah.
Aura Blast. Okay, so Ice Cave. We failed on
Escape.
our open.
That too. Whenever a player casts a spell, any other player may pay that spell's mana cost. There's an Orum's Thunder.
Yeah, which is not very exciting, even though it kills
What does
something.
Rocket Disciple do? It prevents damage and gives something flying.
Yeah,
Lame.
it's okay. I mean, this is
We really open like a bad set of cards for our colors.
to me the best card for our deck might be Dead Ringers or Dega Disciple.
So Dead Ringers is kill 2 creatures if they share exact same colors, but neither is black, right?
Yes.
Okay. It costs 5. Dega Disciple makes me really depressed. Do we want to play Temporal Spring or Quicksilver Dagger? Like, Quicksilver Dagger does not seem to me to be the worst card ever.
Target creature gets neg 1 until end of turn. Creatures target player.
We're not necessarily playing black, though. Like,
I
I'm
know.
more...
So it's to me it's Dead Ringer or Dega Disciple.
Oh, God. Um... That felt horrible, but there's a Fire Ice in this pack, and an Illuminate, and a Diversionary Tactics.
Yeah, I think that Illuminate
And a
the
Coastal Drake.
To me,
Illuminate take, right?
I think it's Illuminate.
It's probably just a creature removal spell.
It's a creature removal spell. It can kill better things than the fire can, and in the late game, you get some cards from it.
Yeah. Diversionary Tactics I always remember being pretty good, though.
It's okay if you have a lot of guys, especially earlier guys,
I would like to say that something in this pack will lap,
but it
I
won't
don't.
be for us. It'll be like Bobcat will come around or something.
Ongarth's Glare will come around, Soul Link,
Yeah.
Mournful Zombie, Shield of Duty, and Reason.
It'd be nice to get like the Kavu Glider on the lap.
I would love that. Maybe if nobody notices that Diversionary Tactics is good, we'll have a chance to pick that up.
We probably should have taken the Dega Disciple. Okay, here's a Legionnaire and a Tactics.
And other Diversionary Tactics, but
Oh.
there's also an Anavolver. Yuck.
I think this is probably the best card for our deck.
I definitely don't think we can deal with that Anavolver hits play. Unless we get a Diversionary Tactics on the lap.
But we have a Hobble.
It's true.
I don't think that this is the right pick. I think a 2-drop is.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just looked back at our card list there and it looks pretty sad. Yeah, I mean Goblin Legionnaire is really good. Maybe Minotaur Tactician will lap.
Maybe
We actually don't have a lot of finishers.
Maybe the Dega Disciples will lap. That would be nice. And we'll just splash blue. I should have definitely taken the Dega Disciple. Manacles.
Manacles is playable. There's Coalition
And
Flag, which makes me really sad.
Airship. Here's that blue-green stuff that we could have had, even though no green cards came beyond like this.
So I think Manacles is the way to go.
I agree.
It's sad we haven't seen a Coalition anything yet. Like a Standard Bearer or a...
I think our draft earlier was a lot softer than this one.
Yeah. I mean, we could... Yeah.
This card's gonna be not very fun to have to play against.
I
guess we can just Manacles or Hobble it and then not attack into it.
Yep. The usual plan. Actually, Slimy Kavu's fine. I don't feel bad about that being in our deck. This pack makes me super sad, though.
Yeah,
I guess Seta Disciple is fine. Death Mutation costs 8. Definitely played it in draft, though. Definitely been an all-star mini.
I think that the Glade Gnar is the best card in this pack.
Are we gonna play Glade Gnar?
Maybe the Putrid Warrior.
Are we gonna play the Putrid Warrior?
We're not gonna play the Seta Disciple, are we?
It's not that bad.
I know,
I guess we
it's
don't
just...
have any First Strikers. We don't have green.
My issue is that the Seta Disciple is 1 blue. I mean,
Yeah, it's a cloak wizard outside the water, too. Look at it. He's like, ugh. Putrid Warrior Glade Gnar, I can get on board with either of those.
I think that this is the hardest card for us, and this isn't as playable just because of the casting cost. And
We only have Or blue cards.
I
You
know.
notice that? No,
Whoa.
you haven't seen any. What the fuck?
Okay, we'll cash in the draft and just finish our deck right now.
No. Coalition Honor Guard.
Which one though?
Standard.
Maybe I want to take the non-foil one just
No, you
so.
don't. I can't believe there's just. I can't believe all these are in the same pack.
I know. They
And then
must.
there's Zoom Strength in this pack. Look at that.
Ugh.
Yuck. We might actually end up playing black instead of blue. I could see that happening anyway.
I could see it too, or at least it's a board option.
There are multiple Gerard's verdicts, which are not that bad, but
Oh man,
or Helionaut. I think we have to go with the Legionnaire.
I think so
good.
too. I was really excited to get a Helionaut. This is actually decent looking artwork for the comic book style of this set too.
Yeah, look at their little ornithopters they're flying. They've got all the colors.
I just think I like the color palette of the art. It's not
Oh
too
man,
offensive. It's not like this.
it's too bad that we aren't going to have an Orm's Thunder. I really
Well, we
want
can
to.
still
It's
get
my
one.
dream to kill a Stratodon with it.
And dome. No, you can only. I was gonna say and dome your opponent. But apparently, I
Killer
haven't played
Mag.
with that enough. Well,
Uh,
I guess that we
so
just
I
take.
take the airship.
Yeah. Wow. This
That's
is
fine.
one of the stronger commons in the set. I'm surprised. I guess that someone else is on the blue-red plan.
There's Dega, Disciple.
Or do we want Raka? Prevent flying or +2? Maybe the flying is better.
It could be.
We're going to be playing more red now that we have the double Legionnaires.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the damage is nice, though, because we can easily trade.
No, I actually like the white ability on Rocket Disciple.
Yeah, I do.
The prevent.
I like that, too. That makes these cards more scary in combat, the 2-drops and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like having an Oasis in Masters. Remember that?
Yeah.
Every deck, 2 Oases. You'd win with your Iron Hoof Oxen.
We're just trying to figure out...
Mercenary Tactics or Kavu Glider.
Okay, this is somewhat interesting. The Tactics is a 4-drop.
Yeah. I know. That's where our curve tops out, which kind of makes me nervous.
I don't even know if we'll end up playing the Familiar. I mean, I guess we're not really playing...
Well,
I kind of want the Glider.
okay. I actually like the Tactics here. I think it's a interesting win. Like, what do we take?
No! I'll just take
I
another
can't believe
Disciple.
that happened. Yeah, we definitely don't want 2 of them.
I was wondering, as you were talking, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if the next Tactics will lap.
Well, I didn't think it was going to, for the record. It's too bad that we didn't get that Kavu Glider. Oh,
I think
now do we take Putrid Warrior?
No, I want to take this card. Maybe we take Mournful
Okay, so
Zombie.
it's weird that the enchantment actually deals the damage in Bloodfire Infusion.
I know.
I mean, I don't plan on playing that card. I could see boarding it in.
Can you see boarding in another one?
No, let's take the...
Seda.
Yeah.
I think that
I'd take the Gerard's Verdict.
I'd rather have my opponent make Gerard interact with whoever that other guy was than Krovax. Of course we get a stupid Tongar's Glare. Why am I having such a hard time speaking tonight?
I made the best coffee today. I just finished some. I mean, I know it's like 10:30 at night, but it was just delicious.
I thought about having some coffee earlier, but it's like 10:30 at night, so...
Oh, we also have the Samite Archer. Okay, so here are cards we missed out on. We didn't see a Jilt.
Nope.
We only have 1 Honor Guard.
I'm actually glad we didn't take those blue 1-drops,
Yeah.
given how our deck turned out.
Let's see. Our black, we have Dead Ringers and Exotic Curse. I guess we can transform if we need to. Our white's pretty strong. Let's see. Tribal Flames.
I guess that this is actually a black card, with the Exotic Curse over there, and maybe Dead Ringers.
Yeah, let's get the Illuminate, and I don't even remember which one Kavu Runner is.
The 3/3 that has haste if your opponent doesn't have a blue or white creature.
Okay. We need to put our Legionnaires in. So it's 21. Yeah, we want to play our blue cards, right?
I think so. I think we
Like
want.
Samite Archer is pretty good. Daring Leap is pretty mediocre. Living Airship, I'm just looking at.
Living Airship might be better than Kabu Runner.
That's for sure.
And I think all of our
The
white
important
flyers
thing
are
is to
better than
have
it.
2 power and 3 toughness,
Yeah.
which is why Pincer Spider's so good. Because sometimes it has 3 power and 4 toughness. Um, I want to play the Stormscape Familiar, even though it's a 2-drop and blue's going to be our lightest color.
So you want to play 5 islands instead of 4?
Um, Probably, but I'll have to think about that. I think it does a lot of work with our 4-drop slot in those games that we get it down.
I guess if we got the Dega Disciples, and then I would be more apt to play the Hooded Kabu, the Exotic Curse.
Yeah. I like the way this looks right now at 25 cards. Pollen Remedy, what is that? Sack a land, prevent 3 damage, and you can prevent 6 if you sack a land? Yeah.
As you choose.
As
So,
you choose.
this can prevent 3 creatures from dying.
Oh, okay, right. It can turn a horrible combat into the best combat
Yeah,
ever.
but you. Okay, so right now our deck actually has no way to deal with a Coalition Honor Guard.
An opposing Coalition Honor Guard?
Beyond,
Yeah.
beyond Illuminate. I mean,
And Slimy Kavu Tribal Flames.
yeah.
Well,
So
we can attack over it.
we have flyers. This says creature. Yeah, so that doesn't count.
Um, so, like, I don't feel that great about Kavu Runner, but I feel okay about it. I just want to decrease the number of 4-drops that we have.
Yeah, I'm okay with starting it in the board, even though I do like
I
it.
mean, its haste is basically irrelevant.
That's not true at all.
Hmm.
Maybe we should start this in the board.
You think? I think. I guess Coalition Honor Guard blows that out.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of cards. We should probably cut a card that's weak to the Honor Guard, so that's like a Disciple, Pollen Remedy, Tactics, one of those cards.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we definitely have to. We end up having to like 2-for-1 ourselves if we have to deal with an Honor Guard.
hmm.
I'm eating some refeeded French fries.
Planet
Okay,
Waves
so
knows what's going on. I For a second I thought to myself, am I recording this? But I am.
good. We don't want to play the Ancient Spring, do we?
No, I don't think so.
I know I don't want to.
I I'm on the fence with the Stormscape Familiar too, because I do like if we can hit it on curve. I mean, it makes our deck a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But the double white of the Voice of Alls and the white red of the Legionnaires, I only want to play 4 islands.
I think playing 4 lands is kind of dangerous if it's a color you want to draw at all.
You do?
Nah, I mean, we've got Rocket Disciple abilities that give our guys flying.
Yeah. I mean, we could play 5, but the 5/5. I mean, would we go 6/6/5 or would we go 7/6/5 in favor of white? I think probably 7 if you have double voices.
Yeah. You can't play 6. So, I guess I'd also be willing to cut the Stormscape Familiar. I think it's fine, though. I think it's good with diversionary tactics.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's the sort of dude you want on the board with that, too. What's behind the Tribal Flames? Manacles?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think we just want to win in the air, so the Stormscape Familiar I can get on the plan because of that. I mean, we could,
We cut like a rocket disciple.
yeah, maybe we just want to cut Pollen Remedy because we already have 2 Disciples and a Pilgrim and an Archer.
Hmm. I guess Pollen Remedy is also bad.
Yeah,
Wait, no. The Honor Guard. Let's see what happens. You just have to target it if you're targeting any number of things, but you can target any number of
yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah. So we
You
could,
prevent 0 damage to it, and
but the creatures are a little bit better because we can also win.
yeah. They also give guys flying. Do we need to give anything flying?
Well, I mean, even giving like a Legionnaire or
Yeah,
a Disciple
lifting
or
it.
a Slimer, and then we got this fat guy that I'll put in the 3-drop because he'll come down as a 3-drop if he can.
Want to go 16 land?
No, I
Okay.
want to cut one
Um,
of these two, and I'm fine. I see the tactics seems better against green. The remedy seems
yeah,
better against red.
I agree.
So I'm
Um,
okay with making our deck a little better against green, I think.
you got me. I don't really. I mean, there's also like Daring Leap that we could think
Yeah.
about, but Exotic Curse, Opt. I like this. I want to try the diversionary tactics in the main. We can board it out. If it's really good, they'll bring in enchantment removal.
So if we... This deck basically really wants to have a red, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
think we have to do. I think you're right about having to do 7, 4, 6.
you... I...
Then you're right. The Stormscape Familiar makes me really sad.
but I think that Stormscape Familiar is probably better than playing both Remedy and Tactics. So I think I'm willing to try this, and then we just need to
We could go 41 cards,
and play
play
18.
18 land.
This doesn't,
That's
yeah, this
bad.
doesn't strike me as that sort of deck. I think that if we just have lots of islands in our opening hand, we have to mull.
Deal.
Okay, I'm going to submit.